Hi friends, welcome you all for the biology session. This is Manjunath GS. Today we are going to discuss about a chapter digestion and absorption which comes under human physiology. As we all know that what is the meaning of digestion and the system which helps in digestion and absorption is called digestive system. Digestive system mainly includes digestive organs which helps in digestion. They are called as digestive organs, and along with that includes accessory glands. These accessory glands mainly includes liver, salivary glands, and along with that we can also say pancreas. Let us discuss about these organs, complete digestive system later. Now we can take some important terms which are related to this chapter. First is a term nutrition. Definition is a process starting from taking food and up to its utilization. So what is food? Food is any nutritive material which provides energy. Any nutritive materials which provide energy or which are suitable to ingest, or we can also say that to eat. Ingest means intake. So I will define once again the process of nutrition. It is a process starting from taking the food or nutrients up to its utilization. By that we can say it is a source of energy. Nutrition mainly includes the nutrients. Those nutrients which are of two types, organic and inorganic. So in case of organic nutrients, we can say carbohydrates, lipids, fat, which also include along with that vitamins and proteins. So these are organic nutrients, and some which are inorganic nutrients. So inorganic nutrients mainly includes minerals and water. In these, the minerals are of two types. That is macro elements and micro elements. Macro and micro. Based on quantity, how much we're going to take, based on that they are divided into macro elements and micro elements. Next, organic and inorganic both together, right, which will be used to derive energy. Based on the quantity, how much we're going to take. If any of these two forms bulk of the diet means larger in quantity, they are called as macrobiomolecules. Macrobiomolecules. So macrobiomolecules, where we will take in large quantity or in more quantities, includes mainly carbohydrates, lipids and proteins. These are organic. It also includes vitamins, but we're going to take a little quantities of, or you can say trace amount. That is why these, which forms the macronutrients, that is micronutrients. Micronutrients. So what exactly we have to keep it in mind, that even though vitamins are organic, but we're going to utilize in a small quantity, right? Hence it comes under micronutrients along with minerals and water. So organic nutrients, in that mainly organic nutrients includes carbohydrates, lipids, vitamins and proteins, but not all organic nutrients are macronutrients. We won't use in the form of the bulk of the diet. That is why only carbohydrates, lipids and proteins are macronutrients, and vitamins, minerals and water are micronutrients. In this, very important to note that organic nutrients, which includes carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, vitamins, but vitamins will be consumed in little quantities. So in that, let us take one simple question. Only organic nutrients, carbohydrates, lipids and minerals. So here in this question, these minerals are not organic, they are inorganic. And same like that, next option, carbohydrates, lipids and proteins. So here we can also say vitamins. So here we can consider this option. Let us take next, minerals, water, vitamins. So minerals and water are both inorganic nutrients, hence we can't consider this. None of the above? No. So what is the answer for this? That is B. Option B is the answer, which includes carbohydrates, lipids, we can also say fats and proteins. And one more we can add that along with this are vitamins. Next question. Here a simple thing we have to keep it in mind, that animals are classified into 3 groups based on the type of nutrition. How these animals will going to acquire or use their nutrients. Some organisms which will going to produce their the nutrients, or you can say that they synthesize their own food. They synthesize their own food utilizing raw materials. Example, almost all plants, algae, blue-green algae and cyanobacteria. Right, so these which are, they're going to synthesize their own food using a raw material like sunlight, water and inorganic nutrients. Animals which synthesize their own food are called as autotrophs. Such type of nutrition which is called as autotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition. Mainly these are called as producers. Next, second type is heterotrophs. Heterotrophs, animals or organisms which depend on other organisms for their food. Here they can't synthesize their own food. They can't synthesize their own food. So that is what the heterotrophic nutrition. Animals are called as heterotrophs, which includes different types, right? Mainly there are many different types like carnivores, omnivores, herbivores, frugivores. We'll take up that later. And includes all animals. All animals. Next, mixotrophs. Example for this is Euglena, where Euglena, if sunlight is available, source is available, then it acts as autotroph. Whenever there is no sunlight, it will be going to act as heterotroph. Hence, we will consider this organism as mixotrophic animal, that is mixotrophs. Such type of nutrition is called as mixotrophic. Related to that, let us take one simple question. Organisms depend upon other organisms for food to survive. So which synthesize their own food, they are called as, they are going to synthesize their own food, they are called as autotrophs. And heterotrophs, which depends on other organisms for food, mainly to survive. So that is the answer for this. And saprophytes, which depends on dead and decaying organisms. Dead and decaying organic matter. Organic matter. Next, mixotrophs, already we discussed, right? They act as both autotrophs and heterotrophs. Hence, they are called as autoheterotrophs. Autoheterotrophs. So here, question 6. Organism depend upon other organism. Hence, the answer is B. So next, heterotrophs. Animals which depends on other organisms are classified into 3 main types. Classified into 3 different types. Holocyte nutrition, how they consume. This is based on method of collection. Mainly heterotrophs are classified into different types based on method of collection of food. Method of collection of food. So what is that? Holocyte. All animal or plant or their part or both animal and plant matter will be consumed. Plant part will be consumed. So holocyte animals completely, the whole part, that is a plant or animal or any small part of that, which will be consumed completely. Such type of animals are called as holozoic animals, and such type of nutrition is called as holozoic nutrition, where it will be consumed either in the form of solid or in the form of liquid form through mouth. So what is holozoic nutrition? The animals where they consume all animal or plant part or both animal and plant part in the form of solid or liquid through their mouth. There are many different types. You can say that HOD, CS, ICFC. Generally, we all know that. Just ICFC, you can keep it in mind, it is one kind of exam. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ HODಗಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ದಟ್ HOD ಆಫ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ICFC ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್. ಇದನ್ನು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನೀವು many different types of holocyte nutrition, right, can be mentioned here. What are those? Right, so in simplest way here we can say herbivores, omnivores. Herbivores means we all know that which feeds on plants, and omnivores both plant and animal nutrient. And then D means detritivores, which feeds on detritus, which feeds on detritus, and carnivores, we all know that, which feeds on flesh, or you can say that meat. And then scavengers, which feeds on dead animals, and insectivores, which feeds on insects, which feeds on insects. Cannibals, we all know that, is which feeds on the same species. Some example for this, what is that? The individual same species, that is snake, we can give, right, the larger one which will going to feed on the small snake. And frugivorous, which feeds on fruits, frugivores. And last one, coprophagous. So in this case, the coprophagous, which feeds on their fecal matter, means feces. These are the very important thing which related to holocyte. So in this, let us take one last, what is the point? Holocyte nutrition. The animals which shows holocyte nutrition, they are going to show 5 steps to use and utilize the food. One is ingestion, that is called as intake of food, where you can say that food will be taken into the body, intake into the body through mouth or any other forms in lower animals. And digestion, breakdown of complex macromolecule which are insoluble state to soluble state, that is simple food. Breakdown of complex food to simple form. Complex food are insoluble, and simplest form, when they converted, they will be soluble form. Absorption, digested food diffuses into the bloodstream, that is called as absorption. Digested food, the food which has undergone digestion, that food will be absorbed into the bloodstream, and after absorbing that digested food, that will be utilized for the energy synthesis. That is the major goal of this system, which will going to helps in the assimilation of food. That means absorbed food will be utilized by the body cells. Absorbed food will be utilized by the body cells, and their energy will be derived. And after deriving energy, they will going to use that for growth and development. And undigested, unabsorbed, if some food which won't get digested, that is undigested, if after digestion excess, if it is not absorbed, that is undigested, unabsorbed food will be, what is that, removed out of the body. That is mainly by a process of digestion. That process is also called as defecation. That is removal of undigested food, or removal of undigested and unabsorbed food is called defecation. So with this, we're going to conclude a small part related to the digestion and absorption. Right? Thank you.